that Mr. Holness is the owner of property on which construction is being carried out contrary to the terms of the planning approval and building permit granted by the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, the KSA. That Mr. Holness often requests the service from his architect to draw a blueprint that will be sent to KSA. However, a second blueprint will be drawn that will be used for the actual construction.
Bless up my people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. And it is one, my people, following the reports that was released by the Integrity Commission, letting us know of the contents of the two reports that was sent to the Parliament last Wednesday. My people, I'm going to read out the findings of the Integrity Commission as it pertains to the whole investigation concerning irregularities in respect of the construction of a residential development in Wycliffe Close, Beverly Hills. And we're seeing the Director of Investigation, Mr. Stevenson's, basically letting us know, my people, that, this breach, along with the whole Charlemont breach via Mr. Mark Barnett, former National Water Commission's president, is basically the same thing. And if you can read with me, my people, on page 52, 7.4, it says, notwithstanding Holness connection to the development in question, having regard to the fact that the issues identified in this matter are similar to those identified by the Director of Investigation in one of his 2023 investigation reports entitled Report of Investigation concerning allegations of irregularities in the approval process which resulted in construction of residential development located at number 11 Charlemont Drive. And that was owned by Mr. Barnett, as I said. The Director of Investigation reiterates, so it basically a hand down back the same ruling to Andrew Holness, and it says the recommendations made generally in that report in particular, the DI highlights the following recommendations from the reference report. Light of the breaches found herein and the need to ensure that development occurs within the built environment in a suitable manner. The DI recommends the introduction of legislation which imposes pecuniary penalties on developers who willfully violate building and development permits for financial gain. More particularly, profits attributable to breaches should be forfeited. Additionally, developers should also face debarment in respect. I want to tell me if you don't agree with that part, my people, of planning and development approval for an appropriate time period post-breach, and require collaborative and coordination between the Registrar of Titles, local authorities, and other germane entities in a way which ensures that titles are not issued for developments which are constructed in breach of planning, building, and development permits. 7.5. Additionally, the DI would ordinarily refer this matter to the Director of Public Prosecutions. However, given the ruling of the DPP in the matter mentioned as the whole Barnett matter above, hereafter referred to as the Charlemont matter, the DI recommends that this report be referred to the KSA for appropriate action in a ruling by DPP. So in Andrew Holness's ruling, it is considered view of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions that the matter be referred to the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation to conduct an administrative review in accordance with the provisions of the Building Act. Consequent upon the result of this administrative review, it would be a matter purely within the remit of KSA to decide whether an invitation is to be issued to the Jamaica Constabulary Force to conduct an investigation into possible breaches of the said Building Act. Section 78 would oblige the KSA to spearhead the investigative process and make a determination whether they will follow up on the fruits of the investigation such that they are further mobilized to initiate prosecution in what would be a viable case. If they take the view that they are not minded to issue a fixed penalty notice, they may then invite the JCF to assist them in the administration of their investigative functions and place the matter before the court so the ingredients of the offence can be proved to the requisite standard. It would therefore be open to the KSA MC and they alone, depending on the result of their administrative review, to initiate criminal proceedings or activate the fixed penalty regime in accordance with Section 78 of the Building Act. And my people, no wonder why they did a fight to keep position or to keep, leadership over the KSA MC. This is a clear indication to me, my people. What says Uno more fear from Uno? Uno drop in the comments in the comment section and make a reason with people. Because let us wait and see what the KSAMC would do. Because in the whole Barnett case, we never see them really do much, my people. Right? Because at the time, the Jamaica Labour Party was in leadership of the KSAMC. And so, we could see what go on right now, my people. Because we see that Mr. Andrew Swaby are doing work. Andrew Swaby they on top of things. We see a whole lot of things going on under his belt since he taken mayorship of the KSAMC. So my people, wanna stay tuned for that. And with the whole happenings what there where NEPA sell we out as the citizens, they didn't protect our environment and strike up backdoor deals behind our back, my people. I don't expect NEPA to come and do anything in this case. So right now, them referring it to the NEPA as well is off the board, my people. NEPA no make no sense in this or make no sense to the citizens of Jamaica when it is in the office of the Prime Minister.
I'm going to this clip here. And this clip, I'm going to play it because it is coming from a media house that will not do anything to damage the Prime Minister's reputation. So this clip I'm going to play is from Nationwide. Listen to this.
Investigation concludes that the breaches were deliberate and that the directors of Estate Bridge are liable. The DI also concludes that the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation failed to effectively discharge their responsibilities to ensure compliance with the terms of the approvals granted. If we could just go to the background, that's chapter 2 of the report. This chapter sets out the background information concerning the allegations, initiation of the investigation, and jurisdiction. The allegations, listeners, on July 10, 2024, the following allegations were received. That Mr. Holness is the owner of property on which construction is being carried out contrary to the terms of the planning approval and building permit granted by the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, the KSAMC. That Mr. Holness often requests the service from his architect to draw a blueprint that will be sent to KSAMC. However, a second blueprint will be drawn that will be used for the actual construction. It is said that this was done at one of his developments in Beverly Hills / Cherry Gardens. And it continues. On July 11, 2024, the Director of Investigation undertook an unannounced visit to KSAMC to inquire as to whether Dr. Holness had directly or indirectly applied for a building permit or permits for a development in Beverly Hills / Cherry Gardens. The DI's inquiries revealed that the only development in this area that Dr. Holness was in some way connected with is a residential development located at 2 Wycliffe Close, Beverly Hills, Kingston 6, St. Andrew, and that this was owned by Estate Bridge. Further inquiries were therefore made into this development and an investigation initiated. The individuals pertinent to the Integrity Commission's investigation, the following individuals are named. Xavier Chavans, the Chief Engineering Officer at the KSAMC, Mr. Roshane Hamilton, Field Officer at the KSAMC, Orion Brown, also a field officer at the KSAMC. Mr. Sean Martin, field officer at the KSAMC. Kenado Nesbeth, KNN Designs and Consultants Limited. Mr. Norman Brown, Mr. J. Anderson, and Mr. Adam Holness, directors and shareholders of Estate Bridge. And that Adam Holness would be the Prime Minister's son, I'm imagining. Well, could be. Donovan Williams, Company Secretary of Estate Bridge, and Dr. Holness, the legal and beneficial owner of Imperium Investments Holdings Limited, which is a former shareholder of Estate Bridge.
And I hope you all been paying keen attention on hear what them say. Them draft up a blueprint just to give the KSA-MC, pretending like at that them did have a bill. And then the architect was instructed to draft up another blueprint of the actual building where them did have a bill. So they knew exactly what they were doing, my people. So they might try to throw off the KSA-MC in that regard. I want to hear how much names attached to that, my people. Seems as if the person when they Anderson are the Prime Minister's sister. Right? So my people, I won't leave a webinar this. Remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel on the road to 30K and beyond. Help me to get there, my people. Notification shout out goes to Annie Jones. Big up yourself, Annie, as well as Lyris Bedford. Big up Lyris as well as Joanne. Big up yourself, my sis Joanne. My people, want to continue to support the movement. Like and share with that one, yeah. Get this video to at least 3,000 likes, my people. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.